Hello everybody. Um, I was going to have something to cast today, but the amount of scrubs in SPvP right now is insane. There's no way to be able to match up against anything competitive, and honestly I haven't been able to find any competitive teams to play with. Everyone's struggling with World v World right now. We've got so many problems going on there, trying to not be last place every time. So I thought I'd just look at some of the issues I found with SPvP while we look at a game of complete pugs right now. So let's get into it. Alright, our team has a warrior, mesmer, ranger, guardian, and necro. Necro's built tank point holding, which is basically the only thing it's possibly able to do right now. Well, as good as any other class at least. And then we have Guardian. He's also our main point defender, so it's good to have two tanky builds, sort of. As we played a lot that day, we found there were a lot of glass cannons that we couldn't fight against because we didn't have enough damage on the side of our tankiness. And it just, if they focused down one at a time, it was very easy for them to take all of us down eventually because we couldn't fight back. We could only defend and wait. That was just something we really need to work on. You always have to have a good offensive along with your defenses. Which is why my character actually didn't do too bad, because my warrior is a good crowd control machine. I worked on it last night actually and put some more damage on it, but for now this guy is basically going to ruin everyone's day by just making them sit on the ground and then stacking vulnerability very well. That's the main key of this, is that you keep people on the ground, stack vulnerability, and help your team put out enough damage to actually take people down. It'll be really good when you have a better team that actually knows how to focus fire. That way you can stack vulnerability, and the power and huge condition damage stacked on them will just decimate them. So it's not a bad idea. I actually switched to greatsword instead of sword shield, just so I can get some more mobility and more damage, because this spec actually has a lot of power. It's just insanely tanky also, so it's not even close to a glass cannon. It just has the ability to do a lot of damage on the side, so that's why it's a great build. That's why warriors are really overpowered right now, because they have so many good options. Our Mesmer's a pretty good class cannon. He's able to do a lot of quick damage while being able to stay out of fights, so he'll do fine this match. And then our Ranger is a condition spec using Axe, Warhorn, and then Greatsword. I didn't really understand the Greatsword part since there wasn't any condition damage and they weren't expecting any power at all, so it just seemed weird to have a Greatsword. Even though it does a great amount of damage, you have to spec into that damage first, so that was weird. Alright, so what I did was I bought my team some time by trying to get to the Lord. The problem is they did the same thing, and we acted worse than they did. They sent two back to take me down, and then we had like 3 or 4 people here, so they were able to get more map control because we both had the same plan. Our team just didn't react as well as theirs did. I'm loving the crowd control. It's so much fun. It's really good against Guardians. Being able to stack that vulnerability and take away their tankiness. It's a good feeling. And it'll get you out of a lot of tight spots that you find yourselves in PvP right now. Being able to take down Guardians quickly, that's like a miracle to us. Because if they can't hold on to that point very long, they're not doing their jobs. So if you can stack vulnerability, take them down quickly, you've made them useless, which is great, and that'll win you a lot of games. Being able to stop a way for them to get reinforcements in there quickly. Alright, so we finally got all of them out of our base. Nope, there's one more. Yeah, we'll work on that. The good thing is everyone left to do their own thing. I'm just a tank build, so I might as well stop him from getting in there and doing anything. So if he's damage or support, he's not helping his team. And while we're taking over map control, that's good, because until we actually have map control, I'm really not that useful, except in like major team fights. But once we get that point, it'll be my job to get onto another point and stick to it. Or in this case, actually, I would do pretty well at going towards their lord and taking that on to distract them even further, since I last so long with these healing shouts and tons of tank and vitality. I forget what I did. I lost a bit of vitality. I changed up some of my traits when I switched to Greatsword just because I'm not using shield anymore. So I lost a bit of vitality. I'm like, yeah, I'm down to like 26,000 instead of 28. Oh well. I'm still at like 2100 toughness, so that's crazy. And warriors have the highest base health in the game, besides or next to necros. So it doesn't really matter too much if you have full spec and health. Alright, we have 3 people coming.
That's fine, just cap everything.
For now it's 2. Let's see how I do. I'm getting stunned. I hate mesmers. Mesmers are so annoying. I don't have any range, so I can't really deal with mesmers very well.
I should watch this guy at all.
That is something good about the sword. I really enjoyed that, of being able to leap onto a mesmer, then switch to my hammer, and then work on them. That way they couldn't get away and use clones. Oh man, I'm getting decimated.
Alright, the keyboard, it's the only thing that's left.
Oh well, happens. That's why I really, that's why I went into Greatsword, giving more mobility against something that would kick my ass, like a Guardian that has great crowd control. Like, he stun locked me good. He stun locked me pretty well in that fight. So being able to switch to Greatsword gave me more mobility, along with my damage. It would have the mobility would have helped me chase down the mesmer and take him down fairly quickly, while the hammer would have kept the Guardian at bay and kept mesmer down on the ground. So it would have worked well.
Go there. Go there on the mini map.
But we have pretty good map control right now. We're back in the lead. Oh, what's going on? Oh my god, that Guardian Greatsword's pretty crazy.
Go this way, Lord.
I'll have to look into that once I build the Guardian. I'm stuck right now. I want to get my PvE exotic gear. Like, I have my armor set to go. I have most of my armor set to go, but I'm buying the jewelry just because materials are crazy right now.
Good job.
So I'm just buying the jewelry. I've got 2 more pieces to get, and then I'm getting more character slots. I want to work on Guardian next, and then Mesmer, and then Thief last. That's the only 3. That's the 3 I don't have right now. Thief, I don't know. It just doesn't interest me. I really don't like the bows, and that's kind of why my ranger is suffering right now. I want to do condition damage, and I switched to short bow, and I'm just like, I don't know how to use this. I don't want to use this.
Accelerating.
That's the thing I need to practice on really badly.
For the tournament?
So we won. Alright, let's see how well we do in the next one. But honestly, these pug stomps are ridiculous. They're all power specs all the time, and they all zerg. You gotta think about how it's gonna affect you. You gotta think about how you're going to defend against it, and then once you do that, you win. I mean, most of my guildmates who have actually been able to get teams, unlike me, I don't know why, have said it's just terrible. It's just a huge raffle stomp against these pubs that build full glass cannon warriors, even guardians. Even though glass cannon guardian is pretty good. I want to try it, but especially the thieves. Thieves have a good skill, have a decent skill cap right out the beginning. They have a lot of abilities that you need to learn to use in certain situations. So when people start out with thieves, they're just like, I do damage. Oh wait, I'm out of resources. Oh shit, don't kill me. Or just like, you're a thief. You can get away from anything. Alright. I'll kill you anyways. So, we're into the championship match. Let's see how we fare as a bunch of randoms. Alright. The usual happens. Fucking guardians. Hate everything about them.
No, don't go trebuchet. They're not even there.
I see a couple of them.
Look at that. Look at all those freaking buffs. And I only got a bit of bleeding. So, I think they're gonna do okay. They tell me they're gonna be okay. So I work on going to the trebuchet. But I get called to help out somewhere else. Apparently they didn't do as well as the Guardian. Oh wait, no, he got reinforcements. That's why. Yeah. So I gotta help out with the Guardian. Make sure we keep that point at least contested. Alright, I'm not sure if that banner works like that. So apparently I am getting... apparently I am getting all the effects, so that's not terrible. I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, that vulnerability stacking just let us lay him flat. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to help out where we left. This is a another warrior, but he's completely spec'd in glass cannon, so I'm just ripping through him. Rawr. Random attacks that won't hit at all. But the problem is they took down our trebuchet and they still have theirs up and they're manning it right now. So we have a huge disadvantage. The problem is our roamers don't know that they're roamers. So they're really focused on taking down the Guardian on the clock tower. Which in retrospect, I think they would have seen, if they had said that to themselves in their heads as they were doing it, they would just be like, oh right, we shouldn't be doing that.
Enemy captured the clock tower.
There was a way to get trebuchet, it's really important.
They're firing on our position.
The problem with the sword shield is it gives a lot of interrupts and it has good mobility, sort of. Even though a stacking vulnerability is not enough damage to actually count towards a Guardian who can just heal freaking everything. I swear. If we can fix the Necromancer to do really good condition damage, I will be so happy because I will just rip through Guardians. I will just roam and capture all the points from those stupid point guards. But until then, they're still annoying as balls.
Use it to repair your trebuchet. Artillery fire!
Can you maybe do
Your trebuchet's been repaired.
Go get their.
Alright. Something bad happens here. I know this.
What?
Wow, okay, that was... No, wait, no, he got finished off by that trap. Okay. I was wondering why I didn't go to revive him. And that was the problem we had with them too. People not realizing when characters are actually dead, you should not be reviving them. You need to be... You can only save them. There's no point in reviving them.
Thought you were just
There's
down.
no way you could do it fast enough, especially if you're in battle with a guardian. That's just dumb. All right, so our trebuchet is having a bit of trouble. He got knocked off his ledge, so we're reviving him. We're gonna storm the castle. Oh, we got an engineer.
I'm not dead yet.
Must have been a rifle to knock him back, or he might have had a big gigantic bomb. All right, man, that vulnerability stack from my shout just rips through targets. I mean,
Coming in clock.
I recommend it for all warriors,
Yeah, I'm up here fighting there.
not just the tanky ones, because that 10 vulnerability stacks boosts your damage so much that even if you're a full glass cannon, you want that on your target and then just to decimate them.
Down.
All right, here's my fight against a necro.
I'm down.
So this is a bit weird with this is my fight against a ranger. I was a little confused. I forgot how they stealthed. So I was really confused for like 5 minutes of what I was fighting, because I was like, wait, he's stealthing. What is he? It took me a while to figure it out. But once again, that stack of vulnerability, man, it just ripped through him so that our Mesmer could just nuke half his health in like 2 shots without even breaking his clones yet. But we're being focused by the treb, so we're gonna die. Boom. No,
Wait a minute.
no, don't come save me. It's a trap.
Is there a trebuchet?
It's always a trap with the trebuchet right next to you. And then I do the stupid thing.
Yeah.
I get him up. I do the nice thing.
Anybody want to help me with it?
Wow.
I lay my banner in the wrong position. I should have laid it on top of the node so we could have a better chance of fighting. Because I'm not going to be there. I'm dead. And then reinforcements come from both sides, so it's 2v2. But we have a guardian. It's always a bonus.
It wasn't working.
I'm getting him.
Oh man, we're losing badly. Like you haven't seen our ranger and our necro in a long time, haven't you? That's because they've been in mid, trying to fight the same guardian for clock tower. I don't know what it is with new people. They think that is the most important node on the map. They think
Get it down really low.
that certain nodes give more points or have a bigger meaning for the fight, bigger meaning for the match if they capture certain ones. I don't quite understand this yet. I don't quite understand this, but they'll get the picture eventually. Where that side capping is basically most of the game. In Legacy of the Foefire, there's always struggles for Quarry and Waterfall. In Battle Kylux, especially with the trebuchets, because trebuchets mainly focus on the clock tower to help out their tanks. That way, they have 3 people to roam and capture. So, side nodes are very important to fight over, because middle is so well protected by trebuchets and the point guards. And how vertical it is,
Just knock him off.
it's a huge struggle to take over if the other team is the one that's winning the team fights. I mean, yeah, we just lost. We couldn't get any map control whatsoever.
They won because you guys are too happy. So actually focusing on it.
So yeah, that's my look at SPvP for the day. I know it wasn't exactly a competitive match, and most of it was me talking about problems I have with the game right now. So if you want to see me do real competitive work, Please send me videos that you have of any good matches or competitive matches against teams you know. I was really surprised at 2 days worth of looking in PvP. I could not find a single competitive match or even a good match. Like, half of it was the fact that I couldn't find a team that has practiced SPvP at all. And because of that, we weren't able to get to the final rounds. But I know plenty of people in my guild that have done that and stomped everything, and they still don't record, and I really hate them. So please, if you have any footage at all of a good match that you want to show off, or a good match that you learned a lot from, please send that in. I would like to practice actual casting. I need to practice on talking more throughout the battle, and learning what to catch during the team fights that are really important, that actually change the team fight, even though you might not see it, because everything's like a mystical aura or a ground target ability. All I see is red, and all I see is someone's hand glowing as they raise their fist in the air. So I need to get better at noticing when people are casting things that change the tides of battle, and not just big numbers. But for today, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, learned a bit of what's going on in SPvP right now. If you liked the video, feel free to click the like and subscribe buttons below, and I'll see you next time.